Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Educational Webinar Jam. Today's webinar is about Connect the World with Slack. This session will be delivered by Hilala Turkestani. Ms. Hilala is an experienced computers and information systems specialist with a demonstrated history of working in the higher education industry. She is a certified Moodle LMS course creator and administrator. A strong media and communication professional with a Bachelor's of Information Systems focused in information systems and also holding a Master's in cybersecurity from Pinsultan University. Ms. Halala is currently interested in developing cybersecurity defense solutions using machine learning techniques. There are also 3 more webinars coming up this month. Please mark the dates down for the upcoming webinars. You can find all of these on our social media platforms as well, if you would like to register. On the 14th of November, there will be a webinar by Dr. Hala Dalbani about emergency teaching to optimal online learning. On the 21st of November, it's all about students' engagement. Best practices from online interactivity, which will be presented by Dr. Connie Mitchell. On the 28th of November, it's all about apps for young learners, from distraction to opportunity, and will be presented by Mr. Paul Granger. Finally, there will be a Q&A session at the end of the webinar. Please use the chat box to post your questions and they will be answered at the end. If you wish to contribute to any of our initiatives just based on a community service, please use the link provided in the chat box to submit your abstracts before the deadline on the 15th of December. Now, without further ado, I'll request Ms. Hilala to enlighten you all with her expertise. Ms. Hilala, I will just request if you can check if your mic is on. There we go.
Yeah,
Thank
sorry.
you.
Okay, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hilala Turkestani, and today I'm going to introduce to you Slack, collaborative, mostly used in project management, in marketing, and sales management. But today I'm going to show you how Slack can add value to your to the education, to the teaching purpose. So I would like to make this presentation or this workshop collaboratively. So any questions or any queries you are free to ask in the practical time. So now first I will explain what Slack is. So Slack is the cloud-based collaboration tool that allows teams to communicate and share files in real time via chat in public or private channels. So it is different than the other platforms in the way of the communication. So it's like a website. You are like creating a website for your internal team, and for external team, you of course have emails. And so on, but for the internal teams, for your students or for your colleagues, the Slack is the best way to communicate. So the features of the Slack, as you can see, there is a paid and free plans. In the free plan, you have about 10,000 messages that will be archived, but in the paid plan is unlimited. And here, as you can see, teamwork with the outside organization is not allowed, but integration with other tools up to 10. Up to 10 tools could be integrated with Slack. So features of the Slack is the responsive online application for different devices like mobile, tab, and computers. It integrates with several applications like Google Drive, Dropbox, Asana, and so on. Communicate team using private or public channels. Can search messages using users and files easily. I want to stress on this part, Slack is very good for archiving files and messages. For example, in your emails or in WhatsApp, it takes time to search or to find 2 years back messages, but Slack, it does it easily, and I'll show you how. So it is encrypted data communication for information security. Powerful Slack bot with artificial intelligence, and the desktop and mobile version are always available there, free and paid, as I said. So the reasons, 4 reasons, I want to share 4 reasons how Slack will change your teaching criteria. First, Slack is the new email. Judgment-free line of communication. For example, your students, when communicate you, they have to write in proper way, in formal way. But Slack here, like WhatsApp or any communication tool that doesn't need any formality, it makes it very easy and quick way. Texting, but without having to share with your cell number with your students. I'm sure that most of you use WhatsApp application for that because it's easy and easy way and real-time communication with anyone. Slack provides the same capability but without sharing your cell phone number. Slack's application facilitates quick communication and it does it very well. So another reason Slack can change how you teach is Slack allows students to communicate in diverse ways to learn to the learning community. Synchronous note-taking using the note channel, students can crowdsource class notes, opportunities for students to boost their participation grade without speaking in. There are a variety of students and how they study. For example, there are students they don't like to open the microphone or video camera during the lectures. So Slack puts the how to say makes it easy for students to take notes without opening the camera or video cameras or microphones. And students this way, also the shy students can boost their participations and make their good grades. Also, there is another third way of Slack that will change your teaching way is Slack is great for teaching online. Why? Unlike to LMS forums, for example, let's take Moodle. In Moodle, to create a forum and to participate, to grab the students to participate in the forum is not easy way. So Slack provides a space for a dialogue without assessment, objectives, or expectations. In Moodle forum, you have to nested messaging and nested forums. So students, after finalizing their achievements, they will not even read this nested messaging. So Slack is easy to retrieve or easy to track each and every message or send file in the Slack. So I will show you how Slack can be better than LMS forum. Setting up different channels for specific purposes facilitate to the ease of this use. So the last reason that Slack will change how you teach is communicate with colleagues. Not only with students, you can also communicate with your colleagues in efficient communication between co-workers. Slack promotes discussion, facilitates collaboration, most importantly, builds community. For example, if your colleague, new colleague join your community, so you can share here in Slack the files, the criteria, teaching criteria, your PowerPoints, whatever you want, and communicate with her how to teach or how to proceed, especially for new colleagues. So let's start. First, of course, you have to, I think most of you registered, or if you didn't register, we will go through step by step how to register, have account in the Slack. So first, when you open the Slack using this link, you can go Slack. Let's do together, so you can understand practically what's going on. So just copy or just type https slack.com and register with your email. So let's do it together. Here, this is Slack. This is the main page of Slack, home page of Slack. As you can see, you can read here more about the Slack, how it's happening in the channel, history. You can see in the search, as I mentioned, you can search history of your discussion or the files that you send very easily here. Work closer with other companies also. Messaging and connection, everything. You can read here more in details about the Slack. So let's get from here. You can get started and just type your email. Okay. I predefined. I already registered here, and you can go, after registering, it will just send you the code to activate Slack. It will activate Slack just like this. I will show you how. They have to send like that code. Just copy and paste, and you will go to the webinar, this page, Educational Webinar JAM. Or if you can't find this workspace, you just search Educational Webinar JAM, so you can find this workspace. This is web-based application, as I told you, but you can also download desktop version, and I will show you how to synchronize this Slack application on your mobile, which is easy to use and handy. So this part is, as you can see, after registration and opening the workspace, this part is channels. And this is direct messaging, and these are applications. So channels, it's like it's like a sub part of the big project. Okay, for example, you have a big project, and the sub part of project you can find the channels from here, and from here, add channels. You can add any channel, create channel, or browse channel what exists. For creating channel, you can create any channel here, okay? And then make it private or public. If you make it private, so only you just click here this button, activate this button, and make it private. Then private channel cannot be made public later again. So just only your private team can view or discuss in this private channel. So we are going to make it a private channel, create, name, for, let's say name discussion. You can write here description and so on. Description 1, because I already created a discussion here. Create. Then you will write here people who are involved in this team discussion by their emails, or skip for now, and then you can add them later on. Here we created team discussion 1, as you can see, and now we are going to send the message. It is first. No. from this icon here, you can attach any file from your desktop and send. So what are the differences from these channels? When you first register to the Slack, only general and random channel exist. This is by default. This team discussion 1, and this group assignment project group, this I created already predefined, but these are general and random. Whenever you want to add anyone, by default the users will go to the in general channel. Here you can find anyone in general channel for other workshops. The beauty of the Slack, you can involve without creating the workspace, and you can collaborate in another workspace, like in the other words, like yes, website, like your website can communicate with another website. Okay, so in general, whoever you want just in publicly to connect someone and collaborate with someone in public, in general it will be by default it will be in general channel. This channel and this channel I created. So because here, see, as you can see, there is no a lock icon. Locked, it means this is private channels. Okay, in the private channels, for example, here I've added 3 people, Miss Maria, me, myself, and Hala, and we can add more members. These channels are encrypted, and when you send emails or any messaging, it will be encrypted and hashed, so no any anything could be happen through the transmitting the files, for example, or confidentiality will not be compromised here. So it will encrypt it while transmitting and while storing the files. For example, with Hala, I shared this paper, for example, our research paper, and we can view here, for example. It's not need to download. If you have, you just can view it online like that, for example. And just write here the comments about the paper and so on. So, however, in the public channel, as you can see, it's not locked, so it is private channel. It is not encrypted. It is safe. It is private, but while transmitting the files and messages, it will not be protected or could be viewed by other participants. So here in direct messages, as you can see, we have these are our invited people who are collaborating in the Slack. We can also add teammates from here. You always can add anyone by just inviting with emails, or copy and invite this one, the link. You can copy and send their emails. They can directly go to your workspace. So in direct messages, for example, I'm going to send, it will be just only a message to the one person. Okay, in channel CYS 516, and only Miss Maria will be messaged. If I choose in general, it will go to all of this. If I will write the message to send a message or file, the message and the file will be viewed to all of these users. Another thing is here many applications to add to collaboratively used in Slack. For example, as you can see, Google Calendar, Zoom, Google Drive, many applications. Most important, the Asana. Asana is a very good application. Let's add this Asana here, for example. Asana is a very good application for also for projects. It gives you like time slot of submission. I just want to share with you with my experience when I was the student. We were working on a project, and it was very hard to us as a group to communicate. Sending messages, files, for example, drafts in emails, via emails, chatting with the website, the WhatsApp were very hard for us because when the projects are divided to time limited, what each phase you have to submit, it was very hard to collaboratively work on this project. So what we did, we just used Asana and Slack collaboratively with Asana. So we divided all our project phases in Asana and via time. So for example, this time, the participant number 1 will deliver the introduction part of the project. And this time, for example, the implementation of the project. This helped us a lot. Believe me, this helped a lot to track what we are doing in this project and to submit on time. Because projects are our project was including the several phases, so we had to submit each phase on a specific time. If we submitted later or one day late, it will deduct our grade. So this helped us because it notifies you, it sends you notification. So you have to, before 2 days, 3 days, you have to submit this, you have to do this, you have to reply to this, and so on. So this is basically how Asana, the Slack, works. The starting with Asana. Okay, after preparing everything here. Okay, as shown, as members using emails, just the email, you send email to your teammates. Creating new channel. As I showed you, you just create new channel. Channel means that the sub part of your project where you can discuss in different titles of your project. Sending direct messages. See, and sending direct messages. And for example, here we can sending direct messages. Sharing files. Okay, let me show you how we share files. It's very easy. For example, here in the discussion team, I will just attach file from here. You can use Google Drive or from your computer, for example, and go anywhere and just choose any file you want to share with your team members. And send. Easy way, very easy way. Okay, and then accessing shared files. It's easy. Making the channel private. If the channel, for example, this channel, see, this is the private channel and this is random, and the other channels are not private. So all this later on, you may have many people who are joining your workspace. So if you send in general, this all workspace by default are in general channel. Okay, when you add someone, by default they are involved in the general channel. However, if you want only specific users, specific people that you want to be only in private channel, so you have to invite through this channel. If you want to add channel, for example, and we create a new channel, don't forget to make it private from this button. Okay. Yeah, here the beauty of the Slack is archiving the communication or messages, filing, until 10,000 of messages could be archived. For example, here, if you want to leave the channel, you're done with your project, you can leave your channel easily from here, or mute channel, because some channels can send you too much notification that could be very overwhelming. So you can mute channel from here, and when you have time, just check what's going on here. Adding Google Calendar as integration to the channel. As I've showed you, there are many integrating applications that could make your Slack more interesting and integrated. Slack administration. So Slack administration is very easy to manage. From here, for example, this is our workspace. And here you can create the channel, invite more people. The administration settings is, as you can see, manage members. You can mute some members if you don't want them to see tools. This is the very nice tool in Slack, Analytics. Okay, here you can see the all the time usage, the files. Now here only one or two files. Applications, only 3 applications are integrated and installed. You can see activities of members. Later on, it will be more trended. Public and private. We have 2 public and private and 2 direct messaging here. You can check the analytics of your website from here. Add more workspaces. So it's like you can consider it like your small website, private website, where you can invite people and collaborate there using chat messages here and exchange the files and use also the application like Google Calendar, Zoom. From here you can allocate the time for the meeting, for example, using the Zoom and the calendar to next appointment of the project and so on. Okay, here how to create a public link. Okay, how to sign out from the workspace. It's very easy. If you're done, you can sign out easily from here. Sign out from the workspace. If you have many workspace, it will be counted here, many workspace. But now we have only one workspace for this email, which is registered in Slack. So you can just go and sign out from the Slack. Now I want to show you how Slack works on mobile phone. It's also easy to use. You can use it on a desktop or you can use it on mobile application. For example, this is Slack. As you can see, this is I just downloaded Slack from the web application from the App Store. It is available for Android and iPhone application are available. So you just can write a Slack and all applications are available there. When you enter your email, which is you pre-registered in the web application, you can find your workspace. So here, this is our workspace education webinar Jam team. And these are, as you can see, the channels that we created already. And these are our invited people who are invited in this workspace. So we can directly communicate, for example, from here, I can chat Miss Maria and send like a WhatsApp. Here I can channel browsing, invite people. From here I can invite people, invite people, invite from contacts or invite from the Google contacts or share link. Just sharing link is also very easy to invite people. Okay, for example, let's open our discussion team and send some from here, from your phone, send some other images or files. You can do it very easy way in your phone. Application is more easier than the web-based application. Yeah, phone-based application is much more easier to track what you are going to do. It's handy. Your phone is always with you, and you can chat or see what's going on in your in your projects from here. You can find anyone. This is basically how Slack works. If you have any question, you can just ask. Yes, Miss Maria?
Hi, Ms. Hilala. Thank you for presenting. We can see we have a few questions in the chat box from different participants.
Yes, please.
We have a question about, is creating channels like making groups for different people on different discussions?
Yes. For example, I will show you again. Let's open with my phone. Just a moment, let me create again it. When you create the channel, after doing it public or private, you can add people there and communicate directly or in the group in the specific channel. For example, see here are channels.
Yes.
Channels, and when you specify the channel, you go inside the channel. See, I'm going to team discussion channel here. Okay, and here, who are involved in this channel are 3 members. 3 members are involved in this channel. I can add more people. Add more people here. Add more people. Or leave channel, or additional options, or mute channel. Sometimes it overflows the notification, a lot of notifications. I can just easily mute channel from here. Every new message, notification for every new message or nothing. I can customize each channel and its discussion.
We have another question about the members. Is there a maximum number of members to add in the channel?
It is not included in the, it's not written. I think there is no maximum number. Let me check. I know that it is only 10,000 messages could be in Slack. You can collaborate, but members, I'm not sure. I think it's not undefined, unlimited.
Okay. And is there a maximum number of channels? You think we can create as many as we want?
Also unlimited.
Yes.
I think so.
We have another question if you can use different, like, can you browse different channels and you can join them yourself, or someone has to add you basically if it's public?
If it's public, no, you can add by yourself. Any channel you can add.
So how can we browse them? So where can we find this?
Here are all your channels will appear here.
Right.
As you can see, and you can find it here by the name. Jump to, for example, here, I can find my channel.
Okay.
See, my channel, for example, team discussion, here, my channel.
Right.
Okay, like consider it as like your WhatsApp application, but more collaboratively done. Yani it can be files, you can exchange here file, you can integrate with other applications. You can also have a Slack bot. I forgot to, sorry. We have a Slack bot. Just a moment. Slack bot is very useful and very interesting thing in Slack. Just a moment, I just archived it. Okay, in Slack. Slackbot is it is for example, if someone send you in your channel invitation to attend any meeting on Zoom, or you have in Google Calendar, you pointed, for example, you have some meeting a specific time. Slackbot, what it does, it checks and gives you a notification that, like WhatsApp, for your if you are using phone application, it will come on your phone application, or if you are using the desktop version of Slack, it will send you to your email that you have a specific meeting on this time, and you can access for this meeting with specific link. So it reminds you whatever is going on, or it reminds you sometimes if you are not replied to the message. It reminds you have a message pending that you need to reply, for example, after a day or after 2 days. So the Slackbot helps you to get around this application.
That's great. Thank you. I can see that there are some green dots and some white dots. Is there an option to make yourself online or offline?
Yes, as you can see now, the Hala, the green dots. Sorry, just a moment. Just one moment. Okay. Green dot means the user is available now online. Okay, and you have in Google Calendar you have appointment, and Google Drive is open now, and Miss Maria also online, and Zoom also available for you. So when you just click on it, it will appear that you have appointment in Zoom. Okay, and from the Google Calendar, also you can see that you have a connect account. You have to just connect the account from here. Better, from my experience, better to make Zoom discussion or Asana, any integrated part of the Slack, proceeded on web application, better than phone or desktop version. So I always use the web application, web-based. I don't download it on my desktop, and also the mobile application, the Slack on mobile, so I can check what's going on in the Slack.
Great. Can you show us on the web application, on the website, how we can edit our profile name, for example?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Just a minute. Get started. Okay. Okay, it's going to just gives us like that. because I created educational webinar Jam workspace. You can always add any other workspace. For example, here, these are our applications, integrated applications, and the people who are involved in this workspace here. From here, you can find your people, you can find your channel browsing. There was question, right? How
Yes.
to browse your channel. Yeah. From here, you can channel browse. You can pin your discussion also from here.
Is it possible
Teammate.
to rename a channel?
This means the channel, like you are after making this webinar, for example, this is educational webinar is the name of your website. Just consider like that.
Yes.
Like the name of your website, okay, your space, your workspace, your whole picture is all here, the educational webinar, okay, and this is your your website link. You can always copy and paste it anywhere, so you can directly go to your workspace. See?
Yes.
Okay. And these are channels mean what? Like distributing your tasks, or for example, you are a teacher and you have 4 courses. For example, CYS 513, CYS 516, and other. Just when you create the workspace general, this channel and this channel will be created by default. It's there already. Okay, general and random. So in general channel, whoever you invite here, whoever you involve in your workspace will be considered in this channel. Okay, like this is big space and small space, just space for general. All people will be there in general.
Yes. Okay.
And it is public. It is public.
So we have another question from one of our participants.
Mm-hmm.
He's asking, for teaching purposes, can Slack help sharing photos during the session with Google Meet, for example, or with other people?
Yes, of course. In the Google Meet, yeah. Um, when you create, for example, let us show you how to. This is our channel, for example. This is your course. For example, you create your workspace and you are going to create the channel, which means you are creating your course. For example, let's see the course CYS 516, okay? And you want to send file from your computer, or if you are using your mobile phone application, you can send pictures from your mobile phone application. Okay.
Great. Thank you very much.
So I will show you again. It takes time to mirroring. So it's like if you are using a mobile phone based application of Slack, you can access all your photos, all your files, which are saved in your mobile phone. If you are using web application, so it will ask you to access your files on your desktop.
Right. So you can directly take a photo from your camera on your mobile then and
Yes,
send it
of
through.
course, exactly.
And
Even if you are outside and you are late for your class outside, with mobile phone you can collaborate with them directly and give them task, work on for specific project, for example, and just guide your students what to do, and just supervise them
great.
using the.
So you can share in the channel, but also directly in the
Yes,
messages.
exactly.
Great. Thank you very much. And one last question, is it possible to change the photos in the profiles?
Yes, of course. You mean they're here?
Yes.
Yes, of course. You can preferences. For example, I opened this workspace under Halaturk 1. This is my email. You can update your status from here. You can edit your profile, view your profile, preferences. There are many things you can play around. You can put here your picture or your name of your class to differentiate with your students, for example.
Yes.
Whatever you want, you can do from here.
Great. It seems very easy and straightforward. If
Yes,
anyone
exactly.
doesn't have any more questions, I would like
You
to.
also always can hear from here. For example, if you are in this channel, specific channel, here you can check how many members you have,
Right.
just in case. If you have not added someone who is missing, you can always add from here. And also check how channel details work, for example, here.
Can you remove members from a channel?
Of course. Anytime you can remove the member, you can block a member, you can mute member, whatever you want. It's like a website, collaborator website, works as a website, plus like WhatsApp, email, one in all together in one application named Slack.
Yes. So if we made a mistake and added a wrong member to a specific channel,
Just remove.
yeah.
You can just remove it.
Can you
But
show
most
us how?
importantly, if you make the private channel, if you do it private,
Yes.
just like that, it's locked here, for example. You cannot make it public.
Okay.
This is the point.
Great. Well, thank you very much for your time, Ms. Halal. It was a very interesting presentation. We got lots of questions from the viewers as well.
Thank you very much. Anytime, if there is any queries you cannot understand or you need help, any assessment, so you can contact me anytime. So we can maybe next time we will show how to collaborate Slack with Asana because here in application we have Asana also. We can add Asana, very very effective tool to collaborate Asana with Slack. For project management, for track your students, how they work and how submit their deliverables, project deliverables or assignments, for example, let's say assignments, on time. Because time is very crucial. You know, one semester is for 3 months or 4 months. So you have to trace, to submit every single assignment and project on time to have your grades. So Asana helps. Not all students can be punctual or they get forget or involved with other projects or other courses. So Asana makes it easy. Giving notification and time slot. When you discuss from the beginning with your students and the group of the students how to collaborate or how to work on specific project or assignment, it makes things more easier.
Perfect. We look forward to having you back again and doing another webinar on Asana, possibly. And this video, this session is also recorded on video, and all those who asked for links, they will be shared on the website for Educational Webinar Jam, so you can go back and look again on how to do the different tools and how to sign up for Slack and go around the whole interface. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending. And see you for the next session, inshallah. Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye for now.
Bye-bye.